I made the dope up. I hit him, and then I hit myself. I look over, he's gone.
Is he the driver?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Gone?
Blue, gray,
Damn.
like overdosed, bad.
That quickly?
Yeah.
Did you Narcan him or call?
Well, we didn't have no Narcan at this time.
Okay.
I start smacking him, punching him. I threw the water on him that we was using because I brought back a lot of people in my time.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty good at it. He wasn't coming back. I don't think we had a cell phone. I think it was turned off, so we didn't have a cell phone. I couldn't pull his big ass over to drive the passenger
It's
side.
hard.
Yeah.
That
And
dead weight.
Are you guys moving at this point?
No,
in
we're
the car?
parked.
Okay.
Parked in the neighborhood. So I hop on his lap. And I start driving. Because I'm like, I need to get him. I need to get to a store and call 911.
Yeah.
So you are okay. So your boyfriend is OD'd. You're sitting on his lap as he's passed out, driving this truck to go get him help.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And in the meantime, too, you just banged the same stuff he just did, right? You're not fear like
overdosed.
I'm falling out anytime
Wait.
soon.
No, I overdosed.
When?
Jesus.
Driving.
Where? In the middle of the road?
Yeah. I hit a couple cars and crashed into the Welcome to Westerville sign.
Back again, we have Heather McCoy. Both of us, well, I'm sorry, I thought both of us knew her previously, but I worked with you for a moment at a hotel.
Yes.
Knew you were in recovery. You were pretty open about that, which I thought was cool. And that was years ago. So what, 2019, 2020?
Yep.
Yeah, so I've never had a chance to hear your story, and we're excited to hear it. So tell us about where things began for Heather as a kid.
Grew up on the south end of Columbus.
Okay.
Southside.
Had great parents. Two older half brothers, a younger brother.
He struggles too. He's in recovery as well, right?
Yes, he is.
Who, brother? Half brother?
My younger brother is.
Okay.
My older brothers, no, they're...
Is he out there?
No.
Okay.
He has about 6 months longer
he's
than
sober
me.
too.
Good
Yes.
for him.
Nice.
Yeah.
So all
Down in
three of
Portsmouth
you.
also, yes.
So all of the
Well,
siblings.
the two older brothers, they've never had an addiction problem.
Okay.
Just me and my younger brother.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Grew up as a tomboy, loved sports.
You were a tomboy.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
I never
Huge.
guessed.
So he's
Girly tomboy.
playing sports with the boys and
Oh, yeah.
damn.
Yeah. High school, softball was my life. Made first team all city every year.
Wow.
All state. My junior and senior year.
How was middle school and high school for you? What was that experience like?
I hated middle school. I feel like I didn't fit in. I have a lot of friends. High school, I loved it. Absolutely loved high school.
Walk us through. Obviously, we haven't gotten to your first drink or drug, but walk us through freshman year to senior year. You said you're into sports.
Yeah.
When do drugs and alcohol enter the scene, and how does that change things for you as you grow up?
Well, high school, I didn't even smoke cigarettes. Didn't do any drugs. Never skipped
Whoa.
school.
Your whole high school career?
Yeah, I was a good girl my whole life.
Damn.
I know people have stories of childhood
Yeah, the same
trauma.
old.
Not me.
So you had good upbringing, good
Yeah.
parents, good home.
Yes.
Went to school,
Yes.
graduated.
No.
Played.
No.
Oh.
That took a turn.
That's, I think, where my gets began.
What happened?
Well, when you're a good athlete, you get treated special.
Yep.
And I took advantage of that. I'm young. So I go to class, sleep, cheat on tests, have boys do my work. And I always just, they pass me.
Right. Because you're good at softball.
Yeah, great. That's
Yep.
I love
He
softball.
said, great, Lou.
Sorry, you're
The
great.
last day of my senior year, my teacher told me I would not be welcome on stage with my friends.
Why?
She just wasn't on board. She caught me cheating. I just didn't do work. I just thought, I'm a senior. You know what I mean? She's going to pass me. I got this.
Was it just one class?
Yeah.
So do you not notice that earlier on in the year when you're starting to fuck up? We've got an F, so.
Well, I was good all year. That was the last
And so
semester.
you got caught cheating on the test?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you don't pass.
I don't graduate.
What
You
class
don't
was it?
walk.
Science.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Good science teacher.
I barely got through chemistry too.
Yeah. And and after that, I feel like I reflected on like, wow, I up softball. I could have went to college. You know what I
Damn.
mean? I didn't graduate. My mom done had the cake, the banner, the graduation party. You know what I mean? So I let everybody down. And, I was
And
just
then
like,
how's that conversation come too, where you like tell mom like, hey,
We want to take a moment to announce an exciting partnership with K&B Clothing Line, a brand that truly aligns with our visions and dedication to recovery. I started drinking at 13 years old, searching for belonging. By high school, I was lost in addiction, trading childhood for chaos. Alcohol made me feel accepted until it nearly took everything. I hit rock bottom more times than I can count. When I thought no one could help, I found people who never gave up on me. Sobriety isn't easy, it's a battle. But now I fight with love, with service, with purpose. I'm more than my past. This isn't just a sweatshirt, it's a symbol of survival, of strength, of never giving up. Wear it as a reminder. Every step forward is a victory. This is Mark's story. Go to www.liveinspiredknb.com and use code GETAGRIP for 10% off your first purchase.
well, the
Surprise.
principal even called me and my mom in, and the teacher, and the principal was even trying to convince her, like, there's something she could do. You know what I mean? She never failed a grade. Like, even though I didn't do my best in school, but I was passing with D's and C's. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And I wasn't a bad student. Never fought. You know what I mean? So, but she
what'd your mom do? She freak out?
yeah, she's. I mean, I think they feel more bad for me because
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
so hurt and embarrassed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to face my dad. I let him down.
Just disappointment all around.
Yeah.
So how does that change your life? You don't graduate high school. What happens next?
Well, I had a high school sweetheart. I dated him for my freshman and senior year. I broke up with him. Kind of just was like, well, I'm going to try the dating scene a little bit, dating guys here and there. Then I turned 21 and ran into an old friend. And she was like, hey, why don't you go to this club with me? So I went to the club with her and started drinking and clubbing.
Hold on, is this your first drink?
I think I got drunk once when I was like 18.
Okay.
And
But you're 21 and this is like your first official,
Yeah.
like, I'm going out and partying.
yeah,
Holy shit. Okay.
started smoking weed.
Okay, so that night you go out, you drink,
Yeah.
you smoke a little weed.
Yeah.
How does that feel? How's that go for you?
I just felt like the nightlife is me. I had a different club for every night of the week. I loved it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You going to like the rave clubs or what? You
No.
going just like the regular?
No, Fat Jack's,
Fat Jack,
Chrome.
yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't your average drinker. Like, on the way to the club, I would drink like a bottle of 100 proof Southern Comfort, get to the club, Patron, with a Long Island as a chaser.
God.
You know what I mean? Blacked out. Just,
Every night.
yeah.
I always think the club scene's so weird, man.
Oh, I
It's
loved
like,
I
it.
was never a clubber.
I went maybe twice.
It's also
and like,
expensive to pay for
and
the
like,
drinks.
Well,
and
being
stuff.
a girl,
Well,
I'd go by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not without a
but
dollar.
if you're a dude,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the only way to tell you like, hey, I like you, is to come like grinding up on your butt, and it's
Yeah,
just
I don't like that
awkward.
either.
And then you get the rejection when they turn
Yeah.
around and look at you and see who's grinding. They're like, yeah, we're good. And then it kills.
I
your
even started
self-esteem.
bartending at a strip club. And that's just a different level of nightlife. You know what I mean?
and you were probably thrilled
Oh, yeah.
to do that.
How do you get into a strip club?
How do I?
How do you get that? Like, how's that? Like, oh,
I was
my-
at a restaurant one time, and someone approached me like, "Would you want to bartend at my club?"
So you were bartending and then someone came in, like a customer or something? Or you...
No, I was at a restaurant eating,
Oh.
and the owner of the club approached
and
me.
you got recruited by.
Yeah, and asked me would I want to like to bartend.
He just picked you out
Yeah.
and came to your table and said,
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I know, but
that's insane. Okay. So you start doing this stripping bartending. Now you're bartending at a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still just smoking weed and drinking?
yes,
Just daily?
yeah.
Okay. Walk us through your lifestyle moving forward.
So clubs every night of the week.
Yep.
with that comes along with, meeting these dope boys.
Yep.
Which are like celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
Following them around to clubs, having, just having fun, kicking with them all day long. Like I had a really good job. I was doing medical records for a heart doctor.
Yeah, I was going to ask what you were doing since you didn't graduate high school. Do you have your GED or something now?
Nope, never got that either.
Really?
I said, F it.
Still no diploma, no GED?
No, but that's my goal.
Okay.
Was there never any talk about like going to summer school or like doing this, like taking the science class the next year? You said, I'm good.
Yeah.
I did my time.
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's the vibe like at a strip club? Like you go in there your first night. What's that like? You're just seeing titties flopping around everywhere.
Well, I worked day shift.
Okay.
So it's not a day shift and night shift is completely
Totally
different. Day shift is like businessmen, construction workers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it was fun. Like it wasn't too rowdy. It was
no
fun.
creepy moments in there.
Not really.
Not as a bartender.
No.
Okay.
No.
When you get introduced to the harder stuff? I'm assuming strip club might have something to do with that.
No.
No.
It's the club though.
Okay.
So, me and my friends were there one night. They all ate rolls too this night, and I didn't.
So they were on ecstasy.
Yeah, but for some reason, I did not want to take it.
Okay.
There was this club downtown. It's a new club opened up. It was hip hop night, so we went. All of our friends from the sides at West Side were going to be there. There's this one dude there I knew him very well. We were kicking it, dancing, drinking, whatever. Well, then a fight breaks out, and it was a bad fight. Like everybody was fighting everywhere.
Two random guys.
Started, but then
it just escalates into
they
a
were
mob.
beating the DJ up
Damn.
top. Like it was bad.
The DJ dude.
And I'm really drunk though. Okay, so to leave out the building, there is a bar goes around, and then like a hallway to go out the door. Mm-hmm. So I go to leave, and I stop at the end of the bar to wait for my friends, and then I see this guy, the guy that I knew. I see him like running around, like everybody's running out the club. You know what I mean? I see him running, like skipping though, like jumping. And I watched him pull out a gun out of his waist and shoot me.
And shoot you?
Yeah, he shot me.
Okay, we gotta
Golly,
rewind.
all right, time out.
We gotta go back here. Holy shit. Okay, so you're trying to leave after this fight breaks out, and you're on your way out the door, and this gentleman decides to shoot you.
Yeah.
And he comes out skipping.
Yeah.
What?
I watched him like skipping, you know what I mean? And shoot me like right point blank in my face. It went through my leg.
How? I mean, why?
Why?
I never asked him. I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know if he was trying to show off.
And who was he again? I'm sorry. Who was?
He was just a friend I met through the clubs.
So you knew him?
I knew him. Yeah.
Kind of knew him, or were you close?
I knew him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what?
Why? I'm in awe right now.
Why did he?
I never asked him.
What if you had died?
I know. But I was grateful to be alive, and it went through all soft tissue in my leg.
Okay, so recreate it. So he comes out, pulls the gun out, and goes for the face, goes for the kill shot?
No, just down.
And then...
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know if I heard it first or if I saw the flash.
Yeah.
But it scared the shit out of me. And I was like, oh, this... I went to chase him because I was about to punch him. And
do you know you're hit?
No.
No.
About 4 or 5 steps later, I felt...
blood.
What's that feel like?
Feels like you're on fire.
Oh.
Feels like someone just put a hot thing of fire on your leg.
Like your leg's on fire.
Yeah, I looked down and saw the blood, passed out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woke up on the bar. Bouncers had me up there.
Okay, they haven't called 911 yet?
Yeah. So I am downtown, so they got there pretty fast. But I woke up on the bar, and then...
Who called 911?
Probably one of the bystanders that's watching this occur.
But when I fell on the ground, people were jumping over me because now they hear gunshots. Now they're really...
Oh, it's...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pure chaos.
I fall walking, running out the door, so...
Okay, so EMS gets there.
Yeah.
They start to take care of you.
Yeah.
they take you to the hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
Great hospital.
Are you freaking out? Like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
No, I don't know. I just know it hurt so bad. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's all you can think about was the
Yeah.
pain.
I was on the news, 5:00 morning news. Watching.
Really?
Yeah, rolling me into the ambulance.
This is how coming out in the gurney.
But that's what I got to the hospital. I don't know what they gave me. Dilaudid, morphine.
Ah.
But that woke a demon up.
Is
in
that
me.
where you fell in love?
Yeah.
Man, me too.
I was like, wow. I remember being in the hospital like this is better than any ecstasy,
Yeah.
any weed. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And they sent me home with like 40 perk 10s. And I remember my mom saying, Heather, don't take those. Don't take those. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I'm in pain.
I got shot,
Yeah.
What do you
Mom.
mean? I just got shot.
And then I took, I think, 2. I was like, oh, that's
Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah.
See, my mom, she had always taken pain pills, but prescribed. You know what I mean?
That's how my mom was for a very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, and so I thought she just wanted my pills. I'm like, she just wants
yeah.
my pills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I couldn't walk for like 2 months. You know what I mean?
What was the injury? What happened with the injury? What did it end up being? Just like a flesh wound, or did it go in some bone?
It went right under my knee and out the side. And luckily, it was only a 25. That, you know what I mean? I'm glad it wasn't a bigger gun.
Yeah.
Or it blew my
Okay.
kneecap off. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So did they catch the guy?
I didn't press charges on him.
What? I'm snitching every day. I'm telling him.
And
Why?
I don't know. I just,
You just let it go.
yeah.
Interesting. That is the most bizarre, craziest shit I've heard in
That
a long
I mean,
time.
that took like such a weird twist. I didn't see
Yeah.
that coming at all.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely got me there.
Okay, so you get to the hospital and now they're pumping you full of opiates.
Yeah.
For the pain. You get prescribed your oxys.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next? Because you said it yourself, it awoke a demon
Yeah.
in your head.
So after that, I noticed I'm not going to clubs that much anymore, drinking. Now I'm looking for pain pills.
Straight pills.
Yeah. Vicodin, Loracet, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that first prescription,
Yeah.
did you take it? How did you burn through it quick? Did you take it as prescribed? Like, how did that go?
I don't remember. I probably took more than I should have. Yeah.
Okay. And then, I mean, you're in love now. So what do you do? How are you?
So I got with my baby's dad, and he liked to get high too. So me and him started, he sold weed, so he had money. So we used to went to the bars every once in a while, but we wanted pain pills.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you find them? Where'd you find them at, or what were you getting?
Just
What year was this too?
this is I got shot in 2001.
Okay.
So at the very end though, like December.
Okay.
So 2002 and 3. Just meeting people, I don't know, asking around.
Yeah.
Because where I'm from, they wasn't big at all. Like, they were kind of hard to find.
Oh yeah.
But I was from South Side, he was from West Side, he knew people,
Not very hard to find drugs over on those sides of town.
Yeah.
And they're like crazy expensive back then, or no?
It should have been pretty cheap.
Yeah, no, just the Loratabs and Vicodins, they're pretty cheap. $2 a
We're
pill.
talking like for the blues or the 5 milligrams.
The 5s.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn, $2
Yeah.
a piece. Glory days.
I mean, yeah, 2002. It's a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Before the $1 milligram stuff started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, it's
Bullshitters.
more than that now, probably. So what happens to your life?
Well, 2005, I got pregnant, and
Okay.
I quit doing everything.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cold turkey.
Yes,
Damn.
yeah.
What were you on at the time? After?
Just mad pain pills, alcohol, weed,
Okay.
ecstasy here once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go through any detox when you quit for the baby?
No, because I wasn't on.
Just
it wasn't-
sporadically taking 'em.
Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't like, I wasn't.
Out of control yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as soon as I delivered her in the hospital, I had my baby die on the mission already to get some pain pills.
Don't they give you pain pills? Like,
Yeah, but I
after?
wanted more.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah,
Not enough.
What they was giving me was not
Yeah.
enough. No.
So he's as soon as you give birth, like, all right, go get me something,
Mm-hmm.
and then
That was one of your first thoughts?
Sad, huh?
Well, it's
I
like,
don't know if he helped me because he wanted them to. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're giving birth to your child, right? You're bringing a human being into the world, and one of your, top thoughts are, I need more painkillers.
Yeah.
Where does that fall in line with my child that I'm, about to meet for the first time, and all the emotions that come with that? And
I was like, well, I know pain pills make me happy. I'm already happy having her, so I want to feel really
you're
good.
double. Yeah,
you
you're
want it to be
bliss,
perfect.
man.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And,
So does he go score?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then does he come back to the hospital with?
Mm-hmm. With all the family there, like, where is he at? I'm like,
He's
I don't
in
know,
the
but he needs to
bathroom.
get here fast.
Running
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
had to go get something.
Mhm.
So how are you doing them at this point? You eating them? Are you snorting them?
Just eating them.
Eating them?
Mhm.
Chewing them up?
No.
No, you're just swallowing
Yeah.
them whole. Okay.
Yeah.
And so after you give birth, he comes back with the stuff, and
Yeah.
you take a couple in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
Wow. And that is high on your priority list.
Yeah.
Okay. So now or do you realize at this point, like,
No.
something's
no.
wrong?
No.
I shouldn't be
I'm
thinking
the
about this right
first
now?
one in my family to have an addiction to drugs. So I never saw it. You know what I mean? I have no clue.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
And you started late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you give birth to your child.
Mhm.
What do you have?
A girl.
Girl?
Good. Little girl.
Mm-hmm.
How did things go after that?
It was good for a couple months. We had our own place behind Buckeye Donut on High Street.
Okay.
Doing good. He's still selling weed. It wasn't until we let some friends borrow some money.
Mm.
Yeah, and they paid us back with a thing called Oxycontin.
Oh.
Yeah,
The Holy Grail.
the 80s.
Yep.
How much money did you let him borrow?
500.
Okay, so you had a pretty good
Yeah.
Oxycontin
How
collection.
many oxy they give you?
They was giving us to him like here and there.
Yeah, paying
Yeah,
installments.
yeah.
Okay.
But we know we snort this little line.
A tiny little thing.
You know what I mean? And you feel
Yeah, those
you're-
that's a
80s.
different,
You're
that was a
rocked,
different
man.
level. That,
Yeah,
the
you're
80s
rocked.
were incredible.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
truthfully.
I just
Like,
got
I
like,
sold my
goosebumps
soul for
thinking
the
about the
Oxycontin. It was
green. Yeah. Oh.
bad.
They're just different for some
Yeah.
reason. There's just something about them
Mm-hmm.
that are different. So you are now introduced to the Holy Grail,
Mm-hmm.
Oxycontin.
So no more pain pills, no more
Nothing else will do. It's
Nothing.
got to be Oxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
Keep going. Move forward.
Well, I ended up breaking up with him because I wanted Oxycontin more than him. And
Explain that to us.
he was just like, I was like getting money from my parents and just, I don't know. He was just in my way. I felt.
He's like a
You know what I mean?
mouth,
I didn't
a
want-
mouth to feed.
Yeah, I came very selfish, and he just, I don't know.
He was just in the way of
Yeah.
what you wanted.
Yeah.
So
and your
you-
parents are giving you money.
Yeah.
So it's like less drugs for you
Yeah.
if you have to fucking feed his habit
And I ended
too.
up getting my mom hooked on him
Damn.
did
because
the
I already
same
knew she
thing.
liked pain pills.
I did the same thing.
And I'm like, well, Mom, if you give me some money, I'll do it with you. You know what I mean?
What's that conversation look like? Like you just say like, all right, I know you're taking pills, Mom, but like, have you tried these?
Just she was just down. Like because she'd give me some of her pain pills every once in a while, but she was stingy. You know what I mean? Because when she found out I ate pills, but with OxyContin, I was just she's just down and she just tried it.
So you cut this boyfriend off. Do you start like bonding with Mom?
Yes.
Does Mom become kind of like your
Yes.
your main right hand man or right hand gal in this case?
Yeah.
What does that look like? I went through the exact same. Everything you're describing is nearly exactly what happened with
Is
my
it? Yeah.
mother. Yeah.
Just she cleaned houses for a living. So I'd go to work with her, and they'd pay her. You know, have the money on the table when she got there. We'd go to her.
Cash.
Yeah. So
Nice.
we'd go up to her job, get the money, go get us a pill, go back to work.
Did you work with her?
Yeah, I helped her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever raid any medicine cabinets while you're cleaning houses?
She did work for a dentist one time, and he was crooked, and he had a bunch of cocaine.
Oh, hello.
Like, he used to get them through the mail, like, so it was good cocaine. So me and her would do that sometimes.
You would steal his cocaine.
No, not to where he'd notice,
But
but,
you
Just
would
like a little-
Yeah.
little
pinch the
bump.
bag.
yeah,
Damn.
Wow.
yeah,
So Mom really was partner in crime.
yeah.
That's so crazy because it's, again, exactly
Yeah.
what I did.
And it got way worse, though, yeah.
Yeah, tell us more stories about you and Mom.
Well,
Or just the relationship.
It was. I mean, it was great. I was more daddy's girl. I was his only girl. I was his only athlete. You know what I mean? So, me and my dad was always really close growing up. It was until we started doing drugs together. Me and my mom got real close.
What does Dad think of this, or does Dad know?
At first, because my dad, he never did a drug in his life.
Yep.
Didn't drink or nothing.
Yep.
Worked his whole life, you know. I think he was like blind to it at first until he started noticing his bank account getting smaller and smaller, and just us being sick now. And
So now you're experiencing withdrawal.
oh God, yeah.
Yeah, what's that like the first time? Do you know what it is? Like,
No, I didn't know because
You didn't know that was possible.
I had no clue that this pill is gonna make you want to kill yourself.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
Don't have it. No
When's the first time you like ran out and went through withdrawals and realized, holy shit?
I think that was when I was with my baby's dad, and we ran out.
And that's when.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I don't, you know what I mean? I could get money on my own. I don't need you. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, you're just cramping my style. You know what I mean?
So like the withdrawals really pushed you to
Yeah.
kick him to the curb so
Yeah.
that you could get to work and
Yeah,
get your money.
yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you and Mom are ripping and running.
Yeah.
Any crimes you committed
Boosters,
together?
yes.
We boost. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Walk us through the boosting style.
It's my mom, and this is kind of farther along, but she ended up losing her leg due to bad circulation. And so she was in a wheelchair, and my mom's only like 5 foot tall, maybe 90 pounds. So we put this big coat on her.
Oh,
I just-
Had
this
like
is genius.
Had a pillow under her,
Under,
in a
yeah.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Walk in the store, load her down.
what's your go-to? What's your boost
Yeah.
preferences?
What are you taking?
Everything.
Everything that's not bolted down.
I'll go to my dope boy. Give me a list.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Where do you go? Walmart, like the typical spots
everywhere.
everywhere.
Target, Walmart, Meijer,
Everywhere.
the whole nine.
Malls.
Yeah, I never had the balls to do that, man.
Yeah, I didn't do malls.
Yeah.
Malls scared
Or
me.
just
That-
that boosting period. It terrifies me.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I was very good at it.
I was the same way. I love boosting.
Yeah.
And what's the trick? You just go in there and act like you belong? Like how do you confidently pull it off?
Like you go in there like I'm gonna get what I want.
Did you run that scam with your mom all the time, or did you like deviate sometimes and do it on your own?
Well, that's when my little brother started using.
Okay, so now your little brother's starting
Oh, yeah.
to jump in. Is this becoming a family affair at this
Yes,
point?
Yeah.
Okay, walk us through that.
I mean, it was bad. We all lived at my mom's house, my dad's house. We put my dad through hell. I especially with the OxyContin with me, he ended up having to file bankruptcy because of me. Yeah.
You stealing money.
Yeah. Well, my dad had really good credit, and one day while they was at work, I broke into their room, and he had a filing cabinet that was locked, and I broke into it. He had about 10, 15, maybe 20 credit cards unopened.
Damn.
And I took them and
Activated them.
them, made a PIN number.
How long did it take them to find out about that?
Maybe like a month. Like we started getting bills in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's he saying? Like, what's he say to you? How does he confront you?
My dad was so laid back and chill. You know what I mean? He was just mad. But he never kicked me out.
That's the similarities are so striking
Yeah.
between your
Yeah.
story and mine. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, and he had my daughter, him and my daughter, you know what I mean? That was his daughter, you know what I mean? So I was able to leave during the day, take his car, go boosting,
Yeah.
knowing he has my daughter, she's safe,
Yep.
and come back home. And you know what I mean? He just dealt with it. Like, I mean, his baby girl, you know what I mean? We didn't know, like, he enabled me bad, but like looking back now, I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? But we all didn't really know.
Right.
It's crazy.
Go ahead.
Did you say anything to your brother? Like as you notice he's like becoming addicted? Like, what are you doing, bro?
No,
Get your shit
no,
together
I shot
now.
him up for the first time.
Damn.
You wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The more
it's
I might-
another friend.
yeah.
It's another.
It's an ally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was doing cocaine, like he was selling drugs, and then eventually doing his own supply. And I knew that, you know. So, and he came to me one day with some heroin, and I was like, "I'll shoot you up."
Were you already shooting heroin at that
Well,
point?
I did oxys for about a year, and then it was just getting too expensive.
Oh, yeah.
60, 70.
Yeah. So what year did you first pick up OxyContin?
2005.
Okay. And they
Right
were
after, right after my daughter was born.
how much were they then?
60 and 80.
Okay. Okay.
And then like 40, maybe 40.
Okay.
40 and 80,
Okay.
50 to 80.
Yep.
But then they went to
Sounds about
60,
right.
70, 80.
Yep.
And then they changed to the OPs.
The formula.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just like-
bastards.
I just ran out of licks. Like I didn't know what to do anymore. And I knew a girl that used to get high in my neighborhood. And I was like, hey, can you get me anything?
Yeah.
She's like, I get you some balloons, some heroin.
Balloons.
Yeah, so should I get you 3 for 50? I was like, well, let's try it. I'm sick. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need something. And I remember,
Was it tar?
yeah.
Okay.
I remember going to the West Side, Kroger's in Georgeville Square,
Okay.
going to the bathroom, and she hit me.
Oh, she shot you up for
Yeah.
you. So you never
Oh.
used the needle at that point.
No.
Damn.
No, it was the first time I used a needle. Went out to my car, sit down, like, just melts it.
Like, whew.
Wow. So you meet the lady you get the heroin from at the Kroger.
Yeah.
You buy it and
Yeah.
then go in the bathroom and she
Yeah.
shoots you up for
Yeah.
the first time.
Mm-hmm. And that's like 2006 or 7.
Okay. And then you just go back out to your car and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I found it.
And then, yeah. And then that's when I introduced my mom to it.
And your little brother.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now that you've crossed that line in the sand from OxyContin to heroin, and this has become a family affair, what does that look like? Now that you've tried heroin, now you're going to introduce your mom and your brother. How does that look?
Chaos.
Mm.
Yeah, just a shit show.
So,
Day
Go
and
ahead.
night, just running in and out of the house. My brother would fight all the time. You know what I mean? Beg my dad for money. Like, just beg him. I remember him saying, Heather, why don't you just go get a job? I'm like, that doesn't make no sense, Dad. I'm fucking dope sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A job?
Can't work right now.
how can I work?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Are you guys ever like ripping one another off?
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
like trying
Oh,
to get
yeah.
3 habits
Yes.
with
Yeah,
little
that's-
money. That's
that's-
tough, man.
Yeah.
Especially family.
Yeah.
Dude, that's brutal.
I remember my brother, when he was selling, he'd have, like, a wad of money in his drawer. And he'd go get in the shower. I'd go pick his lot.
Slide it.
Yeah, and
20
just
out?
take like a 50 or 100. Just
Oh,
the
damn.
top bill off, off the top, and then he would never know.
That's pretty bold. I'd
Yeah.
go for like the smaller
I did that
bills.
forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it like when you shot your mother up with heroin for the first time?
I mean, it sucked, but I didn't know at the time. I didn't know how bad it was going to get. Like this, I just think we're just living it up, getting high. You know what I mean? Having fun. 'Cause, it is fun too.
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah, it's
you know what I
all-
mean? Just
You're bonding with mom.
yeah.
You've got somebody.
So now me and my brother are out boosting.
Okay.
And now you guys have the numbers of your dad, right? So like you kind
Yeah,
of
3-1.
you have the majority. Yeah, so it's kind of
Yeah.
easy to
He's kind of just stuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically
yeah.
taken him hostage.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what I did with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Me, my mom, and my sister.
What about shooting up for the first time yourself? So you did the lady shot you up at Kroger, right?
Yeah.
How do you go exploring on yourself? Like
I just did it.
just did it.
Yeah. I was very good at it too.
Just
Damn.
learn.
Nailed
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
God, man, it took me forever to figure that out.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
No,
Because I was always terrified that because they said if you get air in your
Oh,
veins, you're
I didn't
dead.
care about any of that.
But it's not true. Like it takes a lot of air in your veins
I
to
know,
die.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
was always like any tiny bubble. I'm like, yeah, I was terrified of it.
Tell us some stories about you, your brother, and your mom using together. Any crazy stories or nights or
Not really. Not with them. It was pretty much go out, boost, get our dope, come back home, and just chill.
And then repeat
that
tomorrow.
was it.
Yeah.
Is there any legal consequences yet? Anybody getting caught? Anything like that?
Yeah. I've been in jail a lot.
Oh, well, while in like a heroin addict.
Well, when I started doing heroin, that's when it really started.
That's when you start going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got my first DUI or OMBI when I was 23. I got into a wreck and hit somebody. But then charges with theft and stuff like
So
that.
you the OVI, you hit somebody, the cops came, you got
Yeah.
charged.
Yeah.
You nod out and hit him, or what happened?
I was just blacked out.
Oh,
Just
okay.
drunk.
Ran a red light and hit them.
Okay. And did you go to jail for that?
I had to do 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't take me to jail that night,
Okay.
even though I blew like a 193.
That's impressive. You can go to jail that night and 193.
2.5
Yeah.
times legal limit, roughly 2.5 times.
Yeah.
And then what's your first experience withdrawing in jail?
Well, back then, the jail wasn't really hip to people coming in dope sick.
Yeah.
No
So
shit.
they gave me medicine.
Did they?
They
The
did?
Phenergan, Claudine.
Oh, like the anti-nausea.
workhouse?
medication.
Yes.
Gave you medicine?
Yes. I mean, I was the only girl dope stick in
What
the pod.
year was this?
2003.
What the
And
hell?
it's not really medicine. It's just like anti-nausea.
Yeah, but it helped, though.
medication.
Oh,
It
my God.
helps. Yeah,
Yeah.
anything. You'll take anything.
I didn't want to ram my head through the cement wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tell us about your first jail experience. I mean, maybe start with the 3 days for the OVI.
That went nothing. It
But
was-
well, I mean, you went in there. You've never been to jail.
Yeah, I went,
and
but it was fine.
You say it ain't nothing, but like what? I mean, what'd you see? What was it like? Like
Just a bunch of girls, just
You're a misdemeanor
yeah,
too, right? Yeah. So
yeah. But I went in there, met some girls. Everybody was cool. I left Sunday morning.
that was it.
Yeah,
And then straight
it
back
should
to
have been
it.
a worse experience because I came a frequent flyer through
Yeah.
Jackson
Right.
Pike.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah,
Okay. So OVI, and then you said you had some petty theft charges.
yeah.
Talk about some more arrests and more jail experiences.
I really didn't get caught a lot stealing. It was facial recognition that got me.
Okay.
With my tattoos.
So
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Like back then.
Well, this is more like 2010, maybe
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
It's a shitty way to get caught.
But I would go in and get probation, and get out in 2 weeks.
So what? You get something in the mail saying you've been indicted for whatever.
Yeah.
You go to court. It's a petty theft. And
I never went to court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cops always came to my house and got
They always
me.
found you.
Yeah, just like probation. Yeah, I'll do probation. First day out. Peace.
Yeah.
Catch you when you can. Never reported. Not
Never
one time.
reported when you got put on
That's why I
paper.
was in jail so many times.
So what, are you just going like a 30-day bit for probation violation and then up you're back on probation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I got my felony. I got caught trying to cash this check.
Tell us
And
about that.
Yeah.
It was stupid. I stole a guy's checkbook. And
Okay. Who and where?
just some old man that was a creep who, you know what I mean?
Is that how you justified it?
Yeah.
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 So he's trying to like friend you up or something?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. All the
So
dope
how'd you
heads.
get his checkbook?
Because I would go to his house,
And you-
because he was the pill man too. And
Oh,
I'd go
man,
and
yeah.
just give me some pills, give me some money, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But I'd go to mom and dad's bank with my mom's ID,
Oh.
so they think I was her.
Oh.
I was cashing all these checks. Well, came down to the last check, and the bank wasn't open. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to like the cash land. I forget what it was.
No.
It was for $1,000 too.
Golly, girl.
And they got me. They called the cops. They called him, and he said, absolutely
Not
not.
me, yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So the cops come.
And they could take me
You
to
shit in
jail.
your pants right now because you're like, oh man, I got a string of these.
Felony charges?
Yes.
What do you get charged with?
Forgery. F5.
F54. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ended up going to prison over that.
Did
F5.
they
And
did they
yeah.
arrest you that
Yes.
day?
Yep.
And do they count all the other checks too, or just this one
No,
instant?
my dad didn't press charges on me.
Okay.
That's the reason why I had to file bankruptcy.
Dang.
Because of that, and then the credit cards.
So
Damn.
you just maxed out everything
Yeah.
and took everything you had, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so you get arrested for this.
Yeah.
Back down to the county you go, which
Yeah.
And
sounds
you're-
like you're very comfortable.
Already on probation, right?
I don't think I am this time.
Okay.
No.
You got off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Couple weeks. Get out. Never report. Marshals come get me.
For the forgery.
Yeah.
You get
Marshals-
out on probation.
Mhm.
Okay.
Marshals come get me.
How long did you do?
Just first 2 weeks. Got OR'd.
2 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Everybody gets OR, but
Everybody gets an OR. Yeah.
Well, it was my first felony.
So it was mine too.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't get
really?
me started.
I never got
Okay.
an OR. My first charge was a misdemeanor, and I didn't get OR.
Yeah, sat in that fucking
So,
place.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
so good for you.
Yeah, yeah. But didn't report, so marshals came got me at my parents' house. I did 30 days. Got out, didn't report. Marshals came again. Because I got smart. I'm like, okay, well, I know I have 3 months before they come get me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how it was, like clockwork. 3 months.
You're wild
you're
out
doing
for
the
3
math.
months.
Yeah, yes. So I did 30 days, got out. They came got me.
You knew you had about 3 months to use.
Yep. Did about 45 days, got put on house arrest for 3 months. As soon as the ankle monitor came off, peace, I'm gone. Getting
So
high.
you're doing good on the ankle monitor at least?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was. I think I was.
Yeah.
I might have been eating pills. I don't really remember.
Things weren't great. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then I went back to court, and judge was like, Miss McCoy, I told you, if you come back in front of me, it's my 4th PV.
Yeah.
Who's the judge?
It was Holbrook.
Okay.
And that's insane.
I've heard good
4
things.
probation violations on the same chart. That's insane
Yeah.
right there.
I've heard good things about Holbrook, so.
I mean, he let me off 4 years. But I had to go do the remainder of my time, my shelf time at
How much is that?
Marysville. It was 5 months.
Okay, so not terrible, right?
yeah.
But you're going to prison now.
Yeah.
Does that hit you like, oh, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
going to
I was
prison?
nervous at first.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I was nervous. Just because I don't like just the change, you know what I mean? But when I got there, it was fine.
Tell us about, because we have a lot of guys on that have been in prison. We don't have a lot of females that have been in prison. So tell us about female prison and how that differs from the males and what it's like.
I mean, it was sweet. It was like a college campus. I went there, played softball, went to church, went to meetings. I didn't ever see no fights.
No fights, nothing.
No.
Dang.
Got one.
Just some verbal altercations from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had a softball team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, spring and summer, good times
Yeah.
to be in prison,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yep. I had a friend there that used to date my younger brother. She was buying me Neurotins every day.
Okay, so
And
you're
in
you're
prison.
still not ready to
Oh,
like.
no.
No, you're just like, well,
You're just doing your time.
I'm
and
just not getting high because I can't. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
But, you know,
yes, I know
yeah.
the feeling. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you do 5 months
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
Yeah. Like it's nothing.
Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Played softball, hung out for a little bit. It's like summer camp,
Yeah.
and then you come home.
My first day, I got high.
How old are you, and what year is this?
2012. So I was 32.
who picked you up? Parents?
My dad and my daughter.
They're still together, right? Mom and dad? at
Oh
this
yeah,
point?
they were married for my dad passed away. It was like 35 some years.
Damn, they've
Yeah,
been married?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So you're sticking a needle in your arm day one out of prison?
Well, my mom, that's when she got her leg amputated. So she had some good pain pills at home.
Okay.
And then what caused that again?
Bad
The-
circulation. So at first she had surgery. It was
Okay.
like 80 staples up her leg.
Damn.
Where she got gangrene on her feet, her
Oh.
toes. So they had to amputate her
and
leg.
they amputated it while you were in prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knee down?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
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 All right.
So there was good pain pills.
So
there for me.
you get home and Mama's loaded up,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah.
What do they give you for getting your leg cut off? What kind of pain pills? Like Dilaudid or?
She might have kept the good ones away, away from me. I don't know.
You just got
stashed-
you just got the
stashed
break
the
for
good ones.
pain ones?
But it
Yeah.
was like Perk-10s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the good, yeah.
There was definitely more than Perk-10s.
Yeah, but yeah, she didn't.
For a cut off leg.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was
Yeah.
stashing, hiding some shit from you. Okay, so what does the relationship look like after that?
With
Like with your mom, like what are you guys doing now? Okay, you've done some prison time.
we start right back off where we left. I mean, boosting, shooting up dope.
And now you got the wheelchair gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk us through that again one more time in detail. How does that work? How do you do that with your mom? Because my thing was 60 seconds. I was always go into the store, know what I needed, steal it. I'd get out as quick as possible.
Yeah.
But you had to do a different method. You had to do the wheelchair thing. So like, tell us about that.
Just wheel her in there and just, they're not thinking.
You
that
put a
this
coat.
old
You said you
lady-
put a coat on her, right?
Yeah,
Like a big coat.
A big coat, and we just stuff her sides, her back, under her seat.
Where are you
back of her
doing
chair.
this? Just in the aisle, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And are like close calls? Like anybody ever stop you at the door? And
No.
Like, no. That's insane.
Yeah, we're pretty slick.
I mean, you guys, that is good. That is
Yeah.
a
It's
good,
how do you
it's a good
stop
play.
an old lady like with one
I mean,
leg?
yeah,
and
that-
say,
that was-
ma'am.
and accuse
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be a real prick for that.
Unless
Yeah.
they had like hard evidence.
Yeah.
You'd be
Yeah.
kind of an asshole.
But you know, we drive around 270 all day long, so it wasn't like the same store every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It was, you know, we're going to different.
You
stores.
guys just go around 270 and just
Yeah.
hit stores.
Hit
as
the
you
loop.
Yeah.
Hit the loop.
Man.
And how long did you have for?
Oh, a while. Me and my brother had a really good method.
Oh, tell us about this.
Man. So at nighttime, when Walgreens and CVS's were closed, we go hit the trash cans.
Mm.
And I'd take the trash cans, the bags, put them in my trunk, go home, find all the cash receipts. And then I would write down everything that they got on this cash receipt, the EPC number and the amount. Next day, we'd go hit the stores, go to another store and return it
Ah, that's pretty
all
genius.
day long.
So you just go steal what was on the receipt and then take it back to
Yeah.
another store with the receipt.
It got so bad that they took the trash cans out
Damn.
of Walgreens.
You just talking about the ones like up front by the door?
Yes, yep.
Huh.
Because people walk out the door and just throw the receipt away.
Oh, shit away, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And is that like, is that a good, because like
That's
I can't
brilliant.
imagine, but I can't imagine like the receipts would equal that much, right? Like, how much money could you spend at Walgreens? Or
Oh, we'd find ones like Plan B, 50, 60 bucks.
Oh, okay.
The nicotine things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was some money.
That's kind of genius. Yeah.
It's
Couple hundred.
absolutely
And it's
brilliant.
like semi-legal, right? I mean, not really, but
It's
like,
illegal, but-
yeah.
Yeah.
So you would dig through these trash. Would you just grab every receipt you saw, basically?
Yeah.
You and your brother both?
Yep.
And then you would, I'm assuming, go through each of them and then say,
Yeah.
okay, we need to go to this store and collect these items so
Yeah.
we can go in and return
I'd write them down, though. I'd write them down on a piece of paper. The name of the product,
The number.
the number, last four of the number, and the price. So I make sure I get the exact same thing. Won't be no questions asked.
That's insane. That's
Now,
genius.
let me ask you this. What if you get a receipt with a credit card? They give you a gift card?
Oh, no. I didn't even try those.
Don't fuck with them.
Cash only.
The credit card one's nothing.
No.
So just debit cards and
And
cash,
cash,
only.
yep.
Because debit card, you can get cash
Yeah.
back.
Oh, can you? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. How
Yep.
we
Yeah.
doing?
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Damn, that's genius.
Yeah.
So you had a couple different methods than I did.
Yeah.
That worked out really well.
Yeah. Really well.
How many times did you get caught?
Doing that,
Just petty theft.
I only have a couple petty thefts.
2, 3.
Maybe 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not bad.
Well
yeah,
done.
not bad.
One was at Walmart in Grove City. I was going through the self-checkout, and I was scanning everything, but I was using a debit card with no money on it. So I looked like I was going through, scanning
Doing all the
everything,
motions.
and
Yeah.
then swipe it, put my PIN number on fast, and then dip out.
Just walk.
So if they catch it, like, oh, ma'am, your card didn't go through. Oh,
Like,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. But
My
Grove City
mistake.
got me.
Yeah.
I knew not to go there. I knew not to go there, and I did. I was desperate.
You did end up getting caught there?
Yeah. And sent me to jail. So that's one.
How'd they catch you? What happened? Like, how'd it go down?
I think loss prevention was just watching us. I don't know. It was weird because
Like
right
you-
away they knew.
You went to walk out the door and they just grabbed you?
Yeah.
And took
Yeah.
you back into
yeah.
the
They even
little
asked
office?
me. They didn't tell me my card didn't work.
They said
they knew.
We know what's going on
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And so when you get taken back, they call the cops.
Yeah.
Cops come,
Mm.
and they do take you to jail on that. Because a lot of times they don't take you to jail for petty thefts.
Well, the cop told me if you have more than 2 failure to appears,
You're
you have to go
going
to jail.
Interesting.
and miss
And
failure
me.
to appear
Oh,
over
yeah.
here. Yeah.
You never show.
Never. So I was like, oh, yeah, let's go.
So during any of these, are you ever like, Jesus, my life is getting chaotic here.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
I need
what
to
are you
change it."
thinking at
Like,
this
what's going on
point?
in your head?
Just
Like,
grind every day. No, not thinking nothing about getting high.
man, so just like, all right, I'm caught. Do whatever I got to do, and then we're back to
Yeah.
business.
Just gangster as fuck.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
you did not care.
Did not care.
Holy shit.
And did mom ever get popped? Like when she lost
No.
the leg? No.
No.
Mom's really good.
Did you ever take the fall for mom?
No.
Damn.
She
Never
got
never
caught.
had
Like,
Just
to.
nobody
yeah,
ever messed
had
with
to.
her.
What
Yeah.
about little bro? Ever take the fall for him for anything?
Oh, he was with me the day I went to jail. And he was,
Okay.
of course, out in the car.
No.
Yeah,
You getaway guy, yeah.
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 Damn. Okay, so you go back to jail again. The same thing, same thing. What kind of drugs are you using at this point? Like, how bad has it gotten? Are we doing crack? Are we doing cocaine?
It started, I was shooting coke with the heroin.
Yeah, speedballing.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite, personally.
But then the coke it was just too much. So I went to crack. So I'm smoking crack all day.
Crack.
Shooting coke, like, it's the best feeling in the world, but like the throwing up and the come down off it, it's just
As long as you have like a downer, though,
Right.
to
Yeah,
back
you
it
got
up.
some,
Right.
yeah, but
You're good.
still,
But I was
it's
getting
just-
so hard to hit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm running out of veins.
Yeah,
I'm like, this, you know what I mean?
and you can't lose like your vein for the heroin.
Right,
like,
right,
you know,
right,
so,
right.
like,
So-
yeah.
So I went to crack.
Okay.
So smoking crack all day, shooting heroin all day long.
Did your mom get involved in that too, or
Yeah.
mom and brother? Damn.
Yeah.
So mom's going down the hole
Yeah.
with you.
So all three of you were
Yeah.
shooting up, smoking crack,
Yeah.
partying.
Yeah.
You guys ever get hotel rooms or anything?
Didn't have to.
Just had to stay at home. Just went home.
Your dad ever see you do drugs?
No, but we'd come home and all run to the bathroom.
Everybody's in the bathroom at the same time.
You know what I mean?
Arguing over who gets it first.
Who goes first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. And he knew what was going on.
Jesus.
Yeah, I feel so bad for my dad.
I know. I get it. Yeah. Put him through hell. I
Yeah.
did the same exact thing. And it sucks. You don't realize how much damage you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing when I got sober. I was talking to one of my counselors, and I was like, that bothers me the most, that I cannot pay my dad back. And
When did your dad pass away? It was recently.
2016.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Okay.
Yeah. So he never saw me get sober.
He
Not
never
one
saw you
time.
get clean.
Never saw you clean.
Not even the first time. Yeah,
Oh,
never.
that sucks.
Yeah, but I was telling my counselor, I was like, it sucks I can't pay him back, or, you know what I mean? She's like, why don't you just give to a charity or a church?
Donation, yeah.
I was like,
That's good.
so ever since my first paycheck of Bob Evans, I give it to Rock City Church. Every
like Rock City.
paycheck.
Living amends.
Yes.
It's good.
For all the stores I've stole from, for my dad,
Yeah.
and help him in church, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
every paycheck I give.
So when did you go to prison just once?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Got out, no paper.
You're getting hit with these petty thefts. You're in and out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
Where, at what point do you turn a corner or like something click in your brain that like?
Well, it was in 2019.
Okay.
I had been in a 10-year relationship, abusive relationship, cheating. I depended on him on drugs. You know what I mean? It was bad. Well, he went to jail. So I'm like, there's my chance to get away.
You seemed very well put together when you worked at Red Roof with me.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
You didn't.
Thank you.
Yeah. You didn't. I didn't. I don't know.
Well, when he went to jail, I moved out, and then I ended up getting caught with some dope.
Another felony.
Yeah. And then I got put on drug court. Go to jail. He was like, you want to do drug court? I was like, let's try it. You know what I mean? What else? My dad's
So did
passed-
you want to get sober, or was it just like I don't want to go back to prison?
Just get me out of here. Yeah.
It was like, if you take the shot, you get out in 10 days.
Oh.
The
okay.
Vivitrol
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Let's go.
I mean, yeah.
So you were in jail. They assessed you for it. They
Mm-hmm.
said, "We'll give you the Vivitrol shot. Then you get out, and you're going to do this drug court program." And you opted for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that
How
was
long-
in. Go ahead.
How long's the program?
It's 2 years.
2
And
years.
it
So that's a
depends too.
commitment.
Yeah, mine was a little longer.
Mine,
Yeah.
Mine was a year and a half, but it took me 3 years to
Yeah.
get through.
Yeah. Yep.
So, all right, take us to that portion, the drug court, where you finally say, I mean, I know you're trying to avoid prison, but I did the same thing with drug court.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, just give me the drug court, we're good. How did that start for you when you first entered drug court and attempted to change your life?
So they told me I had to be at the status review hearing. You know what I mean? Where everybody gets together and
Yeah, it's intensive.
Yeah.
You go in front of the judge every week,
Yeah, every
right?
week. And the first time I went, I don't know, it was different. Like meeting Judge Thomas and how she just cared. Like just
You could feel it.
the coordinators, yes, I could feel it. The lawyers, like everybody was just so nice. I was like, well, maybe I'll try it. And then I went the next week and same thing. Just, you know what I mean? The accountability.
But you're checking the box. You're doing the right things.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I got a job at Red Roof Plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just stay sober. I mean, I was single. My mom got sober because I got my own place, got a car, my
Wow.
license.
So mom got
So
sober.
I'm sober, so she's sober.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was the drug court it for you? Was that like the official turning point?
Yes.
So you graduated that program.
Not that time.
You did not.
No.
What happened?
I got into a relationship with somebody that was using.
Oh
Yeah.
no. How'd that happen? Do you know he was using?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And what are you like? I'm gonna save him, or
Yes.
like okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I met him, he was locked up.
There it
at
is.
CBCF.
Okay.
I'm like, I got my own place.
How the fuck do you meet him when he's locked up?
My brother was locked up,
Oh, okay.
and
so
so just do phone calls. Yeah.
Oh, he was like calling you from there.
Yeah.
From jail.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now to go see him. So
All right.
but COVID hit, and they let him out, and that's when he started getting high. I was doing good at first. I was taking him to get the crack, buying it for him.
damn, what a lady.
I love how she says I was doing good at first.
first, yeah.
Because I was just taking him to get the drugs, but not doing
Yeah,
them.
I was still reporting to probation, drug court. I was like, I could do this. He could
Yeah,
smoke crack, and I
cool.
could be fine.
And then
How long that last?
Oh, not long. So I had reservations in my mind already about using. You know what I mean? Just looking for that.
Clearly, you're
Just
taking
looking-
him to get the
I was
crack.
just looking for that excuse though,
Yeah.
because I was in drug court. You know what I mean? It was when the George Floyd riot started happening.
downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was completely shut down.
Yeah,
I was like, I could probably smoke crack with him today,
and be fine.
because they they're calling me.
Oh,
They're calling me to
yeah.
drop 4 times a week.
Golly.
Yeah, I had to call every day.
Yep.
I was screening 4 times a week.
Yep.
So now,
So
courthouse
now
is shut down
downtown's
for a
shut
while.
down.
So you're like, I can get one.
Yeah,
off.
I could smoke crack one time and be fine.
Man, famous last words, right?
Yeah, and that's not even my drug of
I can,
choice.
yeah, I can smoke crack one time.
Yeah.
One time.
One
Just
time.
today.
The craziest statement ever.
And then what? You got away with it for a little bit, or
I
what?
never stopped.
Never stopped. Okay.
So
No.
you smoked crack one time and then you just never stopped.
Yeah, and then went back to fentanyl.
Okay.
Yeah.
IV.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you and what about mom?
Once I relapsed, she relapsed. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
okay.
Damn.
She went down, and
Yeah.
brother as well.
Me and him, he was doing his thing. I was doing my thing. We weren't that close anymore.
But he was still using. You guys were just kind of in separate worlds.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
He got sober one time and in jail a lot. So I don't really know at this time what
Okay.
he was doing.
So after COVID passes, right,
Mm-hmm.
and drug court, everybody starts coming back into the office and whatever. You have to start reporting again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
and
didn't even know it
dropping.
started back up. I was that gone.
Just that out of it.
fast.
Okay.
It was one of the girls I was in drug court with. She was like, "Yeah, we've been doing drug court online, on Zoom."
Yeah, they switched it.
I
I
was like-
remember them switching it over.
Oops.
I was like, "Well,
Do you still have to go in and drop though? Like, how's that work if you're on?
Not during COVID.
Not during COVID
No.
at all. Okay.
no."
So that's like a sweet setup for a. Yeah, if I'm gonna fuck up.
Try
right?
and get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did they do that for? The no dropping thing.
I don't know because I never went back.
Just
I was
quite a
never
while.
there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So when do they find you then? When do they find you and bring you back? You made a face, so this must be a good one.
This one gets really crazy.
Okay.
Me and this dude, it was like Bonnie and Clyde. Like I found my match in the criminal world. You know what I mean? It got crazy.
It's a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Moved him in my house right away, you know what I mean? But it wasn't drug court. I got my second OMVI with him. It was really crazy.
While you were in drug court.
Yeah, so I have warrants out. I have warrants out because I never went back to report.
So that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we meet this new dope guy. We're up north. And so we never done his dope before. So, you know what I mean? But, we're shooting gram shots at this time. So we're like, we could do anything.
Sure.
We're in a big F-150 truck, tinted windows up in Westerville. So we could shoot wherever we wanted to. No one's going to see us.
Yeah.
So we're up in this neighborhood. I made the dope up. I hit him, and then I hit myself. I sent my legs. So I hit myself in my leg. I look over. He's gone.
Is he the driver?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Gone?
Blue, gray.
Damn.
Like overdosed bad.
That quickly?
Yeah.
Did you Narcan him or call?
Well, we didn't have no Narcan at this time.
Okay.
I start smacking him, punching him. I threw the water on him that we was using because I brought back a lot of people in my time.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty good at it. He wasn't coming back.
Okay.
I don't think we had a cell phone. I think it was turned off, so we didn't have a cell phone. I couldn't pull his big ass over to drive the
It's
passenger side.
hard.
Yeah.
That
And
dead weight.
Are you guys
yeah.
moving at this point?
No,
in
we're
the car?
parked.
Okay.
Parked in the neighborhood. So I hop on his lap. And I start driving. Because I'm like, I need to get him. I need to get to a store and call 911.
Yeah.
So you are okay. So your boyfriend is OD'd. You're sitting on his lap as he's passed out, driving this truck
Yeah.
to go get him help.
Yes.
Holy shit!
And in the meantime, too, you just banged the same stuff he just did, right? You're not
I
fear like
overdosed.
I'm falling out anytime
Wait.
soon.
No, I overdosed
When?
Jesus.
driving
Where?
in Westerville.
In the middle of the road?
Yeah. I hit a couple cars and crashed into the Welcome to Westerville sign.
Damn.
That's what stopped me.
Wow.
Okay. So the police come, obviously.
Yes. I knew I had a warrant.
But did they bring you both back?
Yeah, they took us to St. Anne's.
Okay, so he's alive.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he's alive.
Okay.
But I think we were like on a 10-day Xanax binge at this time too. So
Yeah,
we're
that's pretty-
gone.
That's
gone.
pretty good. Yeah.
I think they put Narcan through my IV at St. Anne's.
Yeah.
And I came to like so bad I fell off the table.
Damn.
I remember a cop sitting there and he was like, you're going to jail. I was like, duh.
Yeah, I know.
No shit.
Did you say duh?
Yeah.
Imagine you're the cop.
That's
I remember
awesome.
saying, no
Yeah,
shit.
That's
Imagine
awesome.
you're the cop and you pull up. These people are to hit the Westerville sign. You open the door. There's a chick sitting on a dude's lap. They're both slunched out. Like,
It's insane.
how do you
Yes.
piece that together? Like, what the is going on here?
I mean, that
That must have been the weirdest thing to ever like walk up on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what kind of shit is going down in this?
And
truck?
you're in drug court still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So they take me to Jackson Pike. Jackson Pike refuses me.
Oh.
So I'm so messed up.
What?
But, yeah. I don't know if they drugged me in there and they was like, no, we ain't taking her.
The jail refused
Yes.
you,
Yep.
even though you were just did all that
Yeah,
shit
and had a warrant.
and
I
got
had a warrant.
charged, and the police took you there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I woke back up in Grant Hospital.
Are you still with the cops?
Well, so I woke up and, I'm black. I don't remember a lot of it, just certain parts of it. And I woke up like, oh my God, I gotta go. I have a warrant, I gotta go. So I put my clothes on, walk out the door. I go to leave and the doors are locked. They had me in the lockdown unit.
Ah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm going to jail. Told the nurse, like, I need to get out of here. Help me. Because I know I have warrants, you know what I mean? I've gone to jail so many times.
You got to get out of there.
From overdosing,
Yeah.
But they let me out. Yeah, they walked me out.
That is insane. What'd the cops say? The
Well,
cops who brought you to the jail when they were like, and the
Well,
jail
I
sent
didn't-
you away.
I don't know. I found out through the nurse that, yeah, you went to jail, but they didn't take you.
And then they just let you out.
Yeah.
So I've seen the hospitals, like the lockdown, like the jail part of the hospitals, and then she just like let you
Yeah,
out.
she walked me outside. I was
That
like,
is
what the fuck?
Absolutely.
I'm like
insane.
shaking. Like, I just know a cop's going to be
What
there.
a ride of like an emotional roller coaster is
Yeah.
like, I'm going to jail. I got to get out of here. I can't get out of here. I'm going back to jail.
Right.
And the nurse
Well, and
like,
then the
here you
reason
go.
that you ended up there is also insane in
Yeah,
itself.
yeah. And like, how
But-
how big a span of time is this? Do you know?
Like 2 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just like
So
in
it's
and
like
out
the
of
following
consciousness.
evening, I'm finally calling my people, like, come get me.
Okay, so you get out. You're out now.
Yeah,
What do you do?
I get high.
It's like the literal
Okay.
get out of jail
Well,
free card.
He has a pocket full of money and Xanaxes, and the cops didn't even search the truck.
so he doesn't go to jail.
No, he didn't have warrants, and he wasn't driving. I was driving.
Because he was OD'd and you were sitting on his lap.
Yeah. So I got the MVI.
I think you should have like
What?
halved it up, right? He's at least underneath you.
Ain't that crazy?
That
That
I got
is
right,
insane.
right.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I mean,
So you guys, after you got out, after they let you out, you guys got back together. Same.
oh yeah,
Same. Okay.
Yeah.
That
he
is.
picked me up from the hospital.
Oh, he picked you up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And then you guys go back to whatever.
Yeah,
Life is normal.
hitting licks.
And
stealing
you
cars.
still have warrants, right? Because of drug
Now I
court.
have more warrants.
Now you have-
I
yeah.
now I have
But you have
hits.
additional
hit and
warrants.
skip, failure to appear, or failure to control. My drug court warrants.
Yeah.
I have.
You had a couple.
Multiple warrants now.
Okay, so are you being careful? What are you doing?
No.
You just ripping,
Yeah.
hitting licks.
Going about
Still
life.
driving around in a stolen car.
So when do they pick you up?
Well, this is a week-long story of hell.
Okay, we love week-long stories
Yeah,
of hell.
those are my faves.
Wow. Let me think about it. How I start this. So we've had the stolen car for about 4 or 5 months, right?
Okay, all right. So you stole a car?
Yeah, because I had a Lexus,
Uh-huh.
but I ended up losing it because I had warrants and I parked it in a apartment complex.
And it got
Oh, they
towed.
And
have
they
a-
towed it because
yeah.
I was like, the cop gets behind me, they're gonna run my tags and see I have a warrant. You know what I mean, so I lost that. So we're stealing cars. Well,
Okay.
we're at the hotel up north, and we're on Xanaxes again. So we go out hitting licks, hitting cars again, and he finds a newer car, with the keys in it.
Mm.
So he takes that.
Where are the keys? Just in the
And-
center console?
Yeah.
It was unlocked?
hmm
Okay.
So we take it back to the hotel we're at, and the next day we're like, okay, let's go back to where New Albany is where we hung out at mostly. Let's go back.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
let's go back to this spot. It was like apartment complex with a big field behind it, and the parking lot was, you know what I mean? So it was like, let's go back and dump this car, and we'll take this car. So
Okay.
we didn't know the new car had a.
The GPS. in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
So we pull back there. He backs into the parking spot. I pull into the parking spot. I'm in the back seat, getting our stuff together. So, you know what I mean? Our bag together, of our needles and
To
clothes.
use?
Yeah.
Okay.
To leave in this car. And next thing I know, I hear. I look up, and it's Columbus Police.
How many?
Just one.
Okay.
The schooling I heard was my dude taking off.
Oh, your boyfriend took off.
He took off this way.
In the stolen car.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the
then-
new stolen car.
Yeah. And so the cop that was pulling in, like, went halfway, and he jumped out. He was like, hey, stop. So I'm like, so I hopped in the driver's seat, threw it in reverse, and I ran that way. So my boyfriend ran this way, I ran this way.
And that was your best option.
To run from police?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I normally wouldn't do that, but since he ran, I ran with him. Yeah.
So and you guys were in separate cars, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I end up in New Albany neighborhood.
Okay.
I don't know my way around here at all. I'm scared to death because I just ran from the fucking police.
So did you get out of there? Like,
Yeah.
What's the cop do?
I don't know because
He went after.
yeah, I think he went after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to stop somebody cutting grass and ask him how to get out of this neighborhood. Yeah, in New Albany.
You were lost.
Excuse me, sir. I'm
Yeah.
on the run right now.
So I end up in this park, and there was one guy sitting in this truck. So I woke up to him. I was like, "Can I please use your phone? I gotta call my brother." So I'm like, "I'm gonna call my boyfriend to see if he got away. Come get me."
Yeah.
He got away. He got me.
Damn.
So we leave.
In the same stolen car.
You know, his brother picked us up.
Oh,
We
my.
dumped that car.
Okay.
We dumped that.
And then what did you do with your stolen car? Ditch it?
Yeah, I ditched the one stolen car, the Honda we had forever.
Yeah.
I ditched that at New Albany Park.
At the park.
The stolen car
Damn.
he hit somebody.
And he ditched it.
Yeah.
And then you called him and he came and picked you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you get picked up, what do you guys do next?
I think we go back to the hotel and just
Do your thing.
yeah. But now we don't have no car. We're like, what are we gonna do now? People ain't gonna drive us around because we're f***ing crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
People don't want to hang with us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we have the keys to another car.
Just
But,
a random car.
but it's also in New Albany.
Oh, man, you're...
We're like, do we go get it or not? What do we do? So we go get it, So now the police have seen, suspects run.
Yep.
They found, we go back to get the Honda, and it's gone.
The one you just ditched.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's gone.
Okay.
That's why we need to get a car now.
Okay.
So they find that car, the one we ran in, and now the other stolen car, he hit somebody. So now there's reports of running, found a stolen car,
Yep.
a hit and run.
Okay.
Okay. So we go to that car from New Albany. So there's another report now of a stolen car. So now they're looking for us.
They know it's you.
My ex is really known, and
So they knew him.
I think they knew. I think they
Okay.
knew.
And are you guys being careful at this point? Like not leaving fingerprints, or are you just
No.
careless? So you don't give a shit.
We left our tax papers in the trunk.
Oh my girl,
Heather, what the hell?
Yeah.
you're better than that.
I mean, why? The big green envelope stayed on our block? Yeah.
Oh my
We left
God.
our. So now they have our names. Now there's a report of another stolen car.
Ugh.
So the next day, we're sick. We need money. We're in the stolen car. He calls his dad, and he's like,
You stole a new car.
yeah, stolen car.
Okay.
We call his dad, like, can you help us out with some money? Which his dad did.
$20,
Yeah.
whatever.
So he's like, I'm not home right now. You have to wait. Yeah. So we go to Walgreens there and wait on Hamilton Road. He was like, hey, babe, you see that helicopter right there? He said, that's for us. I was like, shut up. No, it ain't. He's like, it is. I saw it earlier. That helicopter's for us.
They were following you.
Yeah. I was like, well, then get out of here. Leave.
Right, yeah, let's get
Because
the
the
fuck out
cop's
of here.
about to pull up any second. So we go north on Hamilton Road, like 161, and it's following us. We get to almost Cleveland Avenue. We go in the neighborhood, and we lose the helicopter. I don't know if we lost them or if they backed off. That once we knew that we saw them, because they know my dude does not play. Like, he's known as a runner. So we end up at the hotel on Morris Road, Holiday Inn.
Nice.
His dad texts
Great
us.
choice.
His dad texts us back. He's like, "Come get that money now."
Okay.
At where you just ran from.
So now we're like, we gotta go back through Gahanna
With the stolen car.
to New Albany with the stolen car.
But you need the money.
Yeah. He's like, is it a setup? We don't know. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
like the dad's in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go there. We pull into this apartment complex. Like his dad's neighborhood's over here, apartment complex is here, and then the main road. We park over here in the apartment complex. He's like, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna run behind the houses, and goes to my dad's.
Sure.
So I'm sitting there, and I hear, whoop whoop.
Ooh.
I'm like, no.
Was the setup.
Yeah. Then the helicopter comes back.
Ugh.
So I get out of the car, and there's like a breezeway between the apartments.
So your dad was in on it?
His dad.
His dad was in on it.
I think so.
You believe?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't say for sure,
No,
but you
right,
can
yeah.
speculate.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I go through the breezeway up the stairs, and now I can see the street, and there's cop cars everywhere, all down.
I mean, are we talking like a lot?
Yeah, the Ghetto Bird, and about Gahanna Police.
Okay.
And it's shit's bad. You got a
Multiple
helicopter after you.
stations.
You're
Like-
CPD, Gahanna.
So maybe the helicopter didn't back off. Maybe they just saw
yeah.
us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, he's gone. What am I gonna do? He has the cell phone on him, everything. So I go back to the car. I sat there just waiting for him to come. Because I'm sitting in this car that just got chased by a helicopter.
Yeah.
They know where I'm in.
Stolen
You know what I
car. Yeah.
Push the pipe by 20 times. Do the rinses. You know what I mean?
Everything you got.
Hour goes by. Still.
still waiting.
Yeah. No cops.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So, what happened?
I end up driving out of there.
Get the f- out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky as shit.
So the boyfriend never comes back, right?
No, they got him.
They got him.
You went to prison, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And then like, when do you finally get the like? All right, I'm getting the f- out of here. I'm gonna try.
After an hour, I was like, well, maybe he's coming back. Maybe they didn't get him. Maybe I don't know what I
Or
was
maybe they're
thinking. You know what I mean?
chasing him.
I just know. Yeah, I just know I'm scared. I'm like, I don't want to drive out of here in this car this hot ass car. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But after an hour, I'm like,
You
Don't
drive
have
out
no
in that
choice.
hot ass
I
car.
need
No
some more
choice.
dope.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm about to be getting dope sick
No
soon.
choice.
Oh.
But I have no money. I have no cell phone. There's no gas in the car.
You lost the boyfriend who had all
Yeah.
the plugs
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
money and the everything you
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah.
Golly.
So what do you turn to? What do you, what's your?
We had a gift card. So I ended up went and got the dope boys some cigarettes. We and him didn't do it because it wasn't enough for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
But just
Yeah.
myself now, couple packs of cigarettes, he's gonna get me well.
Okay.
So we got cigarettes. Went back to the dope boy.
In the hot car.
Yeah. But I'm scared to death. You know what I mean?
I can only imagine.
I'm
Every
running
day.
around Linden in a stolen car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every single day,
Yeah.
I'd be
I was
terrified.
like, I can't stay up north. I don't want to be by myself up here. So I go down to German Village for the night. I sleep in the car. I end up getting cotton fever.
Oh, buddy. Really?
I couldn't
That
turn the
shit
car on to
sucks.
get warm because I had no
I
gas.
just got chills from that.
Yeah, it was.
That happened to me once.
I remember just
The
saying,
most
God,
excruciating
like,
thing.
that was my low. I was like, okay, God, please, please help me. Please help me. So I made it through the night.
Can you explain cotton fever to our viewers who might not understand what that is or what it feels like? Or how it happens, like how it works?
It's when you use the cotton, when you pull up your dope with the cotton.
You filter it out in the spoon. You throw cotton
I
in
think that if the cotton's dirty, maybe.
to suck up the heroin into the needle.
Yeah, and that gets in your bloodstream, and then you're cold.
Like some of the cotton.
The
Yeah.
fiber
actually.
of the cotton, yeah.
I think also if you have an infection in your body, it triggers it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're like saving these cottons, right?
Yeah.
And then you
Dirty
just kind
cottons,
of
yeah.
mash them
Right,
up.
Yeah.
And
With all the
squish
cut and
'em up.
everything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's horrible.
It
Like
is.
you
Yeah. It's
have
the
a
worst.
high fever.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's
There's
terrible.
nothing you can do
Freezing
about it.
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, freezing
Yeah,
cold.
freezing cold, like just stabbing pain through your
Oh.
entire body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
God.
it's the most miserable experience.
But I made it through the night, and the next day I found like 80 cents in the car, put in the gas tank, and then yeah,
Okay.
and then I had some like Champion sports bras and like girl shorts in the trunk. I think I boosted them for myself,
Nice. Okay.
but they saw tags on them, so I'm gonna say this is a dope boy. So go get more dope, and then I broke down like, hey, I was like, he's in jail, man. I was like, give me a list together. I was like, work with me.
Yeah, help me out here.
You did, and he did. He gave me some gas money, some dope,
Damn.
and a Xanax,
Damn.
which was a bad thing.
Wow.
I went to jail like 3 days later.
I was like, and you're still driving around the same stolen car.
Yeah, that's how I got caught though, because I was like, I cannot drive around this car anymore.
No.
I need to steal a van.
It's not what
Why?
my thought
Why?
would have been.
Why?
It has tinted windows, and I can sleep in the back of it. And I can shoot my
okay.
dope up,
Okay.
and the
I
cops
see.
won't see me.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm up on 23 at the hotels, and I find a van, keys in it. And I go to steal it, but I hit like 4 cars leaving the parking lot. Because I'm gone.
You're Xanaxed out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that meth, crack,
Jeez.
fentanyl, I mean,
all
name
the
it.
above.
everything, yeah. And then,
So you're just
cops.
causing a scene as you're bailing out with the stolen
Just
car.
hitting cars. They came. Cops came.
Yeah. Yeah.
And off to jail you go again.
Yeah.
So now you're back.
Yes.
And now,
With
now
tons of new charges.
So many more
Yeah.
charges.
New felonies. Got Grand Theft Auto now.
Are you ever like when you get pulled or when you get caught finally, or just like, oh, thank God, this is done? Or are you still like, well, I'm screwed?
You're like, oh my God, I'm about to be sick as.
that's always that was the first thing that
That's
went
the only
through
thing
my
goes on
mind
my. I'm
too.
about to be so.
Like this is about to be
sick.
miserable.
And there's no chance of getting out.
Yeah,
on
no.
OR.
Oh,
There's
no.
none. That's
No.
gone.
No, you're on a hold. 'Cause
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
probation violation.
So it's
Yeah.
at least minimum 30.
So okay, so you go back to jail.
Yeah.
How was your detox?
Oh, this was the worst one ever.
Tell us about it.
I remember just laying there and not moving for days. Like, it was it was the worst ever. I think because me and him went so hard day and night. I mean,
Plus, you were taking benzos too,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
opiates,
Yeah.
and some other stuff.
shooting up
some
gram
uppers.
shots.
Okay. Are you?
multiple
Did you get a rack, or are you on the floor?
I wanted the floor.
Yeah,
Went straight to the floor by the bathroom.
Just got your little mat.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. How long did you sit this time? I know I'm sure you had to go to a bunch of different court dates before Hart got back with you.
Yeah. After 2 weeks, I went to Judge Thomas. They was like, "Do you want to go back to drug court?" I was like, "She'll take me back." You know what I mean? I didn't want to see her. I was like, because I love Judge Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's amazing.
Yeah. I was like, I let her down. I don't want to see her.
It's like a disappointed mom type thing. Yeah.
Because she saw me do so good at first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
let her down in grand fashion. In grand fashion.
Literally grand theft.
Yeah.
Fashion.
Man.
But so Lori came back out and she was like, "We'll take you back, but you have to do inpatient."
Okay.
I was like, "Okay, well, what about all these other charges?" She's like, "We'll work with them. We'll try to get you OR'd."
Yeah.
That is insane.
I know, and get you to
Drug courts are really great
Yeah.
at stuff like that.
Yeah.
They really do.
Because I
insane.
also had a holder in Delaware I didn't know about. Meyer got me on facial recognition, and I had a charge I didn't know about. She got me OR'd from Delaware.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you even have to go to court?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Girl, are you like
She's a magician.
you gotta be like there's God, right? Because that's supernatural.
Definitely.
It's like that doesn't happen.
I
You
know.
should be sitting in a prison cell,
Yeah.
and they let you back in. So how long are you in jail before? You said 2 weeks.
No, 90 days.
90 days.
Because
Okay.
I was fighting the felony charges.
yeah.
And then they were going back and forth with Delaware.
And I assume you, at some point, you probably don't plea out, but you go back to Hart.
Yeah.
And then if you complete Hart, then those felonies turn into misdemeanors.
Well, I had to pay back $3,000.
Right, but I mean, like the
restitution.
grand theft,
Yeah.
all that stuff gets
Uh-huh.
dropped
Yeah.
down. See, that's insane. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's the beauty of drug
That's
court.
crazy,
Yeah, that's why
man.
drug court's so great.
Yeah. There's like, if you pay back this $3,000 restitution, we'll work with you and Judge Thomas, and we'll drop those felonies.
And you accepted that,
Yeah.
and back to drug court you go.
Yeah.
Man, so you got to start all the way over in drug court.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I'm in rehab.
So is this the time that you
Yes.
got sober?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about rehab when you first get there and you're doing inpatient.
I don't know. I knew it was different in jail.
Where'd you go to rehab?
It's called PARS.
Okay.
There's one in Circleville and Washington Courthouse. I went to one, Washington Courthouse. Fayette Women's Recovery. Great program.
Okay.
But back to jail, like after that month, the first month, you're so dope sick. You can't
Yeah.
watch TV.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at 2 weeks
you can't
minimum before
focus.
you start to
Yeah.
feel.
But in jail, I don't know. I picked the Bible up, man, and I read it from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed.
Sure.
I didn't talk to no one. I was like, something has to change.
So
Like,
you were ready to
I
be
was ready.
done. Okay.
Yeah, I was ready. But they sent me into rehab. It was great. No cell phones at all. You get one phone call a week. Like, it was very structured.
Which is what you need
So
and
no
wanted.
distractions.
No outside world, no nothing. Just like 10 of us girls. It was great. I didn't detox there because I was in jail.
You
Yeah.
detox
Yeah.
in jail. Yeah.
But it was they took us to Deer Creek.
No shit.
Yeah, Dayton Air Force.
I love that
thing.
place.
Oh, you did like field trips?
Yeah. I mean, it was. The counselors were so nice.
That's good.
Like real one-on-one time. Like I really learned myself. I learned boundaries, which one thing I had no clue about boundaries, and just the steps, what to do next.
Yeah. Tell us about, obviously you've been sober since then.
Yeah.
So tell us about life today. And I always talk about how, like, when I was at my worst, I just always wished for, like, a place to live and a
Yes.
job and shit, like the bare minimum. But I got so much more than that. So, like, tell us about that. Tell us about your life today.
Well, I moved to Portsmouth, Ohio, because my brother was down there.
Okay.
When I got out inpatient.
Your brother's sober now, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I liked Washington Courthouse, but I didn't know anybody there. Both our parents were passed away.
Your mom passed away since
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, she from drugs. Yeah.
She overdosed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Poor lady.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
a month before I got clean.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't in recovery yet.
No.
Are you in jail?
No, I was out in the streets.
Still out in the
and I got the
streets.
call. She was
Who called?
Anita
Who's Anita?
Spence.
I don't know her.
That worked at Red Roof with us. Anita. You don't remember Anita?
God damn it! Why don't I remember her? No, I don't. But why did she call you?
Because my mom was living with her.
Mm.
Because
Oh.
nobody wanted nothing to do with me when I was with my ex.
Did you know when the phone rang what it was?
Well,
Or
she called my boyfriend's phone, and he was like, "Here, it's Anita." I didn't know.
you didn't think?
No.
Okay.
He was like, "Your mom passed away."
Mm.
Yeah, it was a rough.
I bet.
God.
But I didn't go in jail a month later.
So and then you got sober
Yeah.
just after
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Fortunately, wow.
Yeah, but I went to Portsmouth to be with my brother.
Yep.
They just had a baby, and he was like, "Sis, I get you into sober living down here. You know, it's sweet." I was like, "What? I mean, what's it gonna hurt? You know what I mean?" So, went to Portsmouth.
It's smart. It's smart to do that
Yeah.
after inpatient.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Success rate goes way up.
Yeah, I was in sober living for like a year.
Nice.
I couldn't get my license back because I had to file bankruptcy because I was getting sued for $50,000
For the hits.
for all the
Yeah.
cars I hit. Yeah, so, but I did that.
Are you through that yet? Or are you still fighting it?
no,
Oh, you're through it.
yeah,
Nice.
mhm,
Nice.
Yep. Got a job a month later at Bob Evans. Stacked all my money. As soon as my bankruptcy was finalized, I got a car, my license, and a house all in the same week.
Damn.
I had that much money saved.
Well done.
Damn.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yep. I've been at Bob Evans now for 3 years. I work there part time.
You a server?
I do carry out.
Okay.
Yeah. I just do it one day a week.
Okay.
I am a RSS at the counseling center.
Wow.
I've been there for 2 years today. Today makes my 2 years.
Wow.
I've been there.
What's an RSS? Like a resident something
Recovery
something?
support specialist.
Okay. So you're like
RA.
peer support?
Where at?
The counseling center.
Counseling center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. That's cool.
Yeah, I have like 50 clients under me.
Wow.
And then that's the place you went to?
No.
Different place. Okay.
No, I was a girl that I was in sober living with.
Yeah.
She worked there and she went through there, and she got her CDCA, and she wanted to be a counselor, and she thought about me. She's like, "Call me up. Heather, you want a job?"
Wow.
I was like,
So you got your CDCA and
I don't have that.
Oh, but they
No.
still gave you the job.
Yeah.
Right
yeah.
on. That's
Yeah.
nice. That's cool.
Yeah, because me and her.
Well, it doesn't matter because lived experience beats out
Yeah.
anything in
Yeah.
a book or period or a
Yeah.
certificate or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're giving back now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter, she turned 18 2 years ago.
Golly.
And on her 18th birthday, she called me. She said, "Mom, come get me." And I got a U-Haul the next day, came to Columbus and got her. So now she lives with me.
Wow.
Yeah. I never thought that would ever happen.
So you got your daughter
Because when
back.
my dad died, like I said, her and my dad were,
Tight.
yeah. When my dad died, family took her. It was like, Heather, you get your shit together, you got her back. At that time, I was so sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
No chance. Yeah.
No. But yeah.
No addiction or anything with the daughter?
No.
Mm.
No.
You
Yep.
got your daughter back.
Yeah.
Got a good job giving back.
Mm-hmm.
Look great.
Thank you.
Wow.
Feel great. 4 years next
That
month.
is
Dang,
one hell of a story. I
Yeah.
can't get over the truck one. Into the sign sitting
Oh,
on
yeah, the welcome
that-
to
I mean,
Westerville
But
sign.
think about it though. If I wouldn't have done that, we would have sat there and we would have both died.
You would have
Yeah.
died because no one would have found you.
Yeah, no.
I
'Cause we're
would,
sitting in a truck with tinted windows
Yeah.
in a nice
It
neighborhood.
would've
They
been
just,
over with.
Yeah.
and like to think that like, all right, he just did his dope. I'm just shot mine. He slumped out. I'd have been like, oh, I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm
That
done.
didn't
I
cross
wouldn't
my
have been
mind.
like react mode and
My
like,
adrenaline was going so hard.
But
I
you
just- I wanted to
you
say
did
no.
end up being next after
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
crashed
As
into
soon as
the
I sent his
sign.
lap,
Yeah.
I got comfortable.
You got
Oh,
far. You got far enough away.
Yeah.
But you drove far enough away to where you could get help.
yeah.
Even though you
Yeah.
OD'd, someone found you
Yeah.
and they saved your life.
Yeah.
So just real quick, so the husband or the boyfriend that ran, he got caught, right? He go to prison?
Yeah.
How long he ended
He
up-
got prison. I got rehab.
She's still in prison.
No, he got 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Dang. You gotta be talking to him since you.
We
started
tried to
this?
get back together, but
Nah,
we just we
Probably.
couldn't make it work.
we
Yeah.
don't like sober each
Yeah,
other.
you know what I mean, I mean, we tried, but Yeah, and I think in prison he wasn't doing good. So
Yeah.
to come out, and I set boundaries. You're not driving my car. You're not moving.
Which is huge, by the
You're not
way,
moving
for
in my
you
house.
for you to do that.
Yeah, you're not moving in my
that's
house,
awesome.
and I'm not giving you no money. And I want you to get treatment. You know what I mean? And
He wasn't ready for that.
so I haven't talked to him.
What,
I've been single since then.
What message would you deliver to a younger you or to someone who is going through something like what you went through? What message would you deliver to them?
Man, just pick who your friends are. Get in church. Like I feel like if I was younger, and I had like a good church community backing me up, and I did things like that, I wouldn't have went the way I went.
Different friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else?
Just setting goals. Set goals.
Yeah.
Goals are
Have
yeah.
faith. Have faith in God. I mean, if I could get clean, anybody could do it.
That's what I tell
love
people
that.
all the time.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I can do it.
And a lot of people would tell I was crazy out there. Crazy.
And it's so funny because I can't picture it looking at you now. Like I can't see it.
Crazy. I mean,
But I
God.
I
If you
believe
saw my
it.
mugshots,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
what the
I believe it. Well, listen, Heather, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, that was quite the story, and I think it'll help a lot of people.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That's it.
Dang, bro.